everybody. Welcome on in. It's Monday night, my friends, and I'm back. I still have to do some of the social needs here, so give me just a solitary moment here while I do that. Take but a moment. Oh wow, I have not looked at Discord at all today, and it's just notifications all over the place. It's been one of those days. Let me see here. Get this out there. Get that rolling. Okay. Very good, very good. I think we are done there with that, my friends. Alright. Oh, I don't even have the right. I don't have the right. I still have it on the alternate headphone line in here. Anyway. Welcome on in, everybody. welcome. Let's pull into this view here. So hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy, happy, and all of those things. Kicking butt, taking names, all of that stuff. So we're gonna be all this week. Well, probably most, if not all, of the week. We'll be taking a look at some Steam Next Fest demos as they have happened. Is my... No, I think that's fine. Looks like my camera's off, but it's not. Off horizontally, I mean. Anyway. Neither here nor there. Yeah, we're going to try to take a look at a bunch of Steam Next Fest demos this week. You can see on my list over this way, I guess. On my Steam list here, we've got a whole bunch of demos installed. Most of these I just installed like 10 minutes before we went live here. So haven't really launched any of them yet. So we're going to have to do the usual, like, you know, making sure audio levels are fine and things like that. But so I'm seeing these mostly for the first time. So it's going to be interesting to see what we roll into here. And I figured I'd start out with some TerraTech Legion here, which is by the same devs who did TerraTech, which is a game that I've had it on my revisit this list for a very long time. I think I played a little bit of it off camera, but I never actually played it on camera. And it's fascinating me. It's like a vehicle building game, basically. And just never, I like, just like anything, time is such a precious commodity. But I always meant to get around to it at some point and really just dig into it. I had trouble, I think, initially off camera trying to play the game because I was just having trouble just sort of wrapping my brain around it. And it didn't help that when I played TerraTech, it was much earlier. I think it was still in early access, and I never got around to it again after, like, when it went 1.0 or anything. So it's possible that a lot of the stuff that I was just kind of struggling to wrap my head around got better. I don't know. But anyway, here we are. And I think we can maybe do that. So I know nothing about what this is turning out to be. It looks to me like it's going to be a combination of the TerraTech, which is building vehicles, and a sort of vampire survivors kind of thing, where it's just like a bullet hell. Well, I guess they're calling them bullet heavens now, or whatever you might call it, which is kind of fascinating. So I'm interested to see what they do with it, because it's a mashing of genres that I don't think we've seen quite yet. We've seen a couple Vampire Survivor-esque things kind of get mashed in with other genres. Some of them have been good, some of them have been eh. But I think this might be the first one where we've seen like a vehicle crafting game, sort of sandbox vehicle crafting game, get mashed in with like a Survivors-esque formula. So I'm very curious to see what this is all about. But like I said, this is TerraTech Legion. It is by Payload Studios and published by Mythright, the same people who do TerraTech. And it is a demo right now during Steam's Next Fest here in June. You can go download it for free and take a look at it for yourselves. It only says that it's coming soon, though, so there is no date that I could see as to when we might be getting like an early access or anything like that. So, without further ado, let's get this main screen on. Am I going to time myself? This is always a debate in my head. I have a lot to go through, so let's do that. Let's put, well, as always, timers are a very fluid thing for me, so I will put a 30-minute timer up, but oh, that is in the very wrong location. I don't think I've ever fixed the location of a timer. I guess we're not going to put a timer up. It's still set for a 1080p screen. That's how long it's been since I've used a timer. So we'll play it by ear. I'll try to make sure I get as many things in as I can today. So without further ado, let's pop on in. McKellar Craft Pathfinder First Class. Drives a Ranger 1. Okay. Let's go for it. All right, well, they're throwing us right into it. And yeah, I don't have, it's automatically shooting. Boost and ram enemies, okay. So what is this? Oh, a crate, okay. Grip wheel, acceleration wheel, or a block. Acceleration plus 2%. Let's do that. And a mining laser. All right, put the mining laser here. Put these wheels on there, I guess. And some health. Sure, I guess. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the mining laser is used as an offensive weapon. I thought maybe it was gonna, like, I don't know, mine things. Like there'd be resources to mine or something like that. This is just as good. Alright. Okay, so what do we got? A valence shell bonder. So that gives us health. M2 booster. Boost power. Okay. The booster, maybe. And a... I guess a blaster. Yeah. Let's put the blaster there. Actually, you know what? Let's put the blaster. Can I switch it to another? I guess it only faces forward. Oh, rotate. Here we go. Let's put the blaster behind us. Let's put the booster back here. There we go. Oh, good. So it does, in fact, boost. Okay, what else we got? Another booster, a sprint wheel. Max speed, but grip goes down. Block for health. I guess we'll get 4 blocks. And let's do the plasma cutter. Do I not have enough power for it? Seems to be okay. Is power a thing I have to worry about? Oh, it's like a it's like a lightsaber. Okay. That's fun. Hey, hello, welcome on in. How you doing? How you feeling? All right, I got 2 long box we picked up. Repair nanite factory, yes. Take that. And buy sector saw. Okay. Flak gun. Let's take the flak gun. Let's do that. That seems like a reasonable thing to have. And can I flip this around? There we go. And we want repairs. Pretty please. Okay. Alright. Back is up your ass right now, but live. I'm doing good. I am doing good. Just enjoying some Next Fest demos this week. I have a ton of them downloaded, and there's still a ton more to look at. And beyond that, like I ran out of hard drive space. I downloaded so many of them. So and I'm very psyched about stuff. I was watching a bunch of the Summer Game Fest stuff. It was okay. Summer Game Fest was okay. I think the Xbox one was probably the best out of all of them. Like there was a lot there that was a lot of fun. Ooh, scanning radar pickup range. And fuel tank, yes. Okay. And I guess another mining laser would be good. Let's put a mining laser there. Let's put a scanning radar there. Fuel tank there. Actually, you know what? Let's move this over there, maybe. There we go. Cool. Alright, I like this. This is an interesting blend of the Survivors-esque stuff. Although I wish the lightsaber on the side could be a little bit bigger. Just saying. There's a... Oh, I didn't even notice the question mark on the corner of the screen there. Or on the side of the screen. Still never watched the Xbox One and missed it. Oh, the... No, the Summer Games Fest is done as far as I know. All the conferences are done. There might be one or two more tonight. I don't know. But, yeah, the Xbox One, you owe it to yourself to go watch that at some point. Because, I mean, in true Xbox style, pretty much everything, I think everything in that conference is going to be, put this at, I guess we'll, let me put this over here for a second. Get some more blocks here, maybe. And then I can do... that maybe. Yeah, there we go. Grenade launcher that way. Sure. Yeah, it's there was a lot. Yeah, Game Pass. Yep. Everything in the conference would be under Game Pass. Free, and I think pretty much all of them I think were day one Game Pass too. And there was a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff. So in fact, I would say of all of them, because I saw the Sony conference and it was, I would say of all of them, Microsoft, I think, got, if there was any winner, I would say Microsoft was the winner there. Okay, so I gotta break through this thing here at some point. It looks like. Might be some kind of objective. Because we got, I just noticed the timer. Found Legion base. Ooh, okay. Alright, well, we got 2 crates. Scanning radar. Get the nitro injector. And sure, we'll grab the mine layer. So you can put the mine layer on the back. Actually, let's put it like right in the center on the back. And nitro power, put that there. And we got two long blocks. Put one there. And one there. Get another one over here. That would do well. All right. It is getting difficult to drive though. Turbo cooler, boost recharge, boost power, acceleration. Turbo cooler. Rotary machine gun. Let's put that on the front. Let's get another one of these here. And turbo cooler we'll put right there. This is a big mess, but right. Now what? Discernment protocols, weapon range. Ooh, okay. And blaster cannon, another rotary machine gun on the other side, because of course, symmetry and all that. Weapon range. Let's increase our weapon range. This is a ton of fun. Holy crap. I'm really happy to see them like taking the whole Vampire Survivors thing and kind of going somewhere with it. Somewhere different. A little bit different, but still maintaining the same concept. Go. Now what? More discernment protocols. Superconductor energy damage. And hardened ammunition ballistic damage plus 20%. Okay. What another one? 3 crates. Blaster cannon is pretty darn large. All right, we'll hold the phone on that one, unless I can get a decent base to put it on here. Let me see. Let me move this. Why is that going like that? Okay. Hardened ammunition, energy damage. We got like big blocks and stuff here. I am not sure where I want to put these. I wonder if it would help to put more wheels on. Oh, look at that. Oh, I have 3 wheels over here. Oh, that's right. It does 2 wheels at a time. Okay. Let's see what happens if we put another set of wheels here. Really hard to fit through corners, though. There's a lot of things in this space I'd have to take out, but everything else is. Oh, there we go. Took one out. What I need. Oh yeah, here we go. Repair. Nanite repair. Orbital laser. Yes. Wow, that's big. Okay. That is a big laser. What is this? Nitro injector. I can move that probably over here. I'm assuming it doesn't matter where I put stuff, just that it's there. Nanite repairs there. Weapon range, some more of that. Orbital laser. And I have another another wide block to put down. I don't know that I want to do that though right now. High on Life High on Life 2 was announced, yes. I I was equally surprised by that because I was not sure that there were that many people who cared about the first game, but oh, you love the first one? Okay. I didn't really care for it, but it's I will not stand in judgment of anyone who did. There was nothing wrong with the game, really. It was not my humor is a little bit different. The orbital laser's working. That's good. We got a big enemy approaching. Your child. I didn't say that. I didn't say that you're a child. Boost power, grip, max speed. Let's get the wheel. Salvo missiles. You know what? Let's get the grinder. Put a grinder on the front of this puppy. Why not? Okay, let's do. So if I do a long block down here. And right there, then I should be able to put these. Oh, these are big ones. These are big ones. Insufficient connections. Okay. That there and that there. Cannot place paired block. Oh, it's missing a thing on this side. What if I move that down there? It's not even anymore, but whatever. Okay. I mean, we're looking metal as fuck. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be any good, but we're looking metal as fuck. All this loot on the ground here. All this XP on the ground. There we go. I guess we can get another mine layer. Match it up with the other one we have. And then I mean, we're definitely asymmetrical. If you have OCD, look the other way. Ooh, this guy is hurting me big time here. We almost destroyed this core. I was gonna say, it felt like anticlimactic that I didn't see anything like really explode here. Oh, that was it. That was not a bad first run at it. Level 14. Okay. Very cool. View tech. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but you know, it worked. This game is pretty neat. It's a Vampire Survivors crossed with the game TerraTech, which was like a sandbox vehicle creation game that's been out for a while, and they just kind of, this is a demo for this new one. It's called TerraTech Legion, and it's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Should we do one more round? Let's do one more round, just for the sake of argument. Now I have a little bit better idea of what I'm doing. Slightly better. Okay. Alright, so we'll get, I guess we could get a bumper, sure. We'll get a blaster. Put that there. Put our bumper up front. And 2 more long blocks there. There, what do we got? Got a booster. Sprint wheel. Let's get the booster. And I don't know. See, this is 85. I don't know what that. Yeah, damage is 85. This is only damage 6. But it's 360 degree. Well, that one's 360 as well. Huh. Yeah, take another blaster, I guess. Up front. And put a booster in back. Okay. Pick up range. Flak gun. Let's put the, so let's hang on to this for a second. Let's put a wide block up there. We have some sprint, wait a minute, are these, that's minus 10% grip. Okay, fine. Add sprint wheels there. Scanning radar. And flak gun. Put there. Okay, 3 crates this time. Another bumper, acceleration wheel. Do another acceleration wheel, I guess. Plates gives us damage reduction. Okay. And we'll get another, let's get another flak gun. That there. Plate. Put on front. And I'll have to wait on the wheels. like that they drop parts too along the way. You pick up in addition to what you'll get when you level up. Unfortunately, this feels like it's going a little bit slower than the first run here. Plasma cutter. Oh wait, that's the one that's on the side, right? Put that over there. Okay. Go. Another booster. Take that. Fuel tank. And I guess the electric cannon. I haven't tried that yet. Put that on top. And then we got a fuel tank here. We got another booster, bigger one. Can I have that go up top, please? Not all the way up. Oh, it only has connections on the side there. Or behind it, I mean. All right, let's take this guy off, put him there. Actually, let's move this around a little bit. Put you there, put you there, put you there. Oh, it's electric. Oh, okay, so it actually, I mean, yeah, of course it said it was electric, but I mean, it arcs to multiple enemies. I didn't realize that. Done that earlier. Okay. Another plate. And grenade launcher, I guess. Do that. Now let's see if we can get enough here for another set of wheels. There we go. Put this other plate on the front. All right. This is the trick of the survivors things. That you stay in one spot for a while. You can run over your all the drops here, all the XP drops. Level up a little faster, but trying to stay in one spot is difficult. Okay, 2 more crates. Nitro injector. Annihilation capacitor. Let's take that. We have to take that. And rotary machine gun. Let's fit that way. And capacitor back there. Yeah, long blocks here, so let's put them on the sides. Try to expand out that way a little bit. I got 2 more. Quantum reinforcement. Armor plus 20. Yeah, let's take that. And a railgun? Okay. Another wide block. I wonder if I could put that there. Because those things can still shoot out the back. Go. Grab the thing as soon as I can here. Impact damage plus 20%, explosive damage, and a booster. Blaster cannon. Okay. Things are kabooming quite nicely. Oh, I got some health. That is beautiful. extremely difficult to actually control this thing. Like the small turns you have to make in here, and it's also when it gets to these walls, it's kind of jumping around a little bit. So they might have a little bit of a collision thing they have to work on still. Holy crap, that's so much stuff in this one little area. Targeting accelerator fire rate plus 20%? Yes. Ballistic damage plus 20%. And a grinder, but I guess we'll do a mine layer maybe. So I can kind of put that right there. Hardened ammunition. Targeting accelerator. Pick up there too. Need that in my life. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. More hardened ammunition. Salvo missiles. Or another railgun. Let's do salvo missiles. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? I guess I don't have enough spots for it there, right? I don't have enough connections for it there. I don't think I can put that on there right now. More blocks. There. Oh, that hurts a lot. That hurts super a lot. Trying to go slow here and pick out the rest of this base. Hmm. Guess we'll do another railgun. But right now I need to put more blocks on here. Like that, so that we can get... We have a targeting accelerator, and then the missiles up top. There we go. All right. The beast. I just need a health pickup. There's a magnet up here, though, it looks like. There we go. That will help tremendously. Okay, so take this place out. Here, managed it. Impact damage plus 20%. Energy damage. Let's do that. And I guess an orbital laser, but I don't have any room to put that on there right now. I could probably make some room. Let's see. Sure. Sure, why not? Doing here. So impact damage. Put that up there. The railgun. Oh, I don't have enough there. Let's do a little bit more. The railgun along the side there. And let's move that down here. In case we get some more wheels. another pair of wheels. I don't know if we will or not. We're hurting plenty here. Well, we've actually almost got that guy down. It's just I have to avoid his shots here. Which at least those seem to get blocked by the walls. Oh, there's a health thing. Okay. There we go. That helps a little bit. Stuff I can, yeah. Probably the most damage I got on that thing so far in one shot. Overwhelmed here. Really could use some health. Oh, did I kill that guy? Nice. I got him. And some health there. Sweet. Not a lot of health, but it was something. There's still one more dude. Get out, though. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. So we might get another level here. Go. Oop, 4 crates. Impact damage will go up to 65%. Annihilation capacitor would go up to 20%. We'll take that one. Explosive charge, ballistic damage. Let's have that go up. Voyager wheel. Yeah, take that. Boom boom. It's a blue one. What does it do? Legendary grenade launcher. Yes. Let's take that. Let's put some more wheels on this guy. And hardened ammunition. There. Yeah, we got all kinds of slots over this side. So let's put it on one of these. And fire rate goes up. All right, so what are we at? We're at 60% fire rate, 20% pickup range, plus 2 damage reduction, minus 40% grip, so we're going to slide all over the place. Max speed plus 30%, boost recharge is negative 25%. Oh boy. But Impact damage plus 65%. Okay. Some health would be really great. Boss is coming up here, according to that timer. Damage boost is really helping. There we go. Big balls time. See it stalking me here. There it is. Hey, Mystic, welcome on in. I'm doing real good. How are you? Hey, Verena. Welcome also. I'm sorry I'm catching up on chat here. What about this? Give you motion sickness? You're thinking power up the game. It might be. It might. I mean, it's the motion is really super smooth, so it's entirely possible that, like, the combination of the motion and the and also there's a lot of sparkly explosions too going on the screen, so it's possible it's just a whole lot of just that. You know, just there's so much busyness going on. But I could see it. I could see that being a thing because there's a lot. And also, I'm wondering too, like, I turned the screen shake off. I'm wondering if this might be one of those cases where the screen shake would make it actually less, motion problematic. There's a magnet over here. Let's grab that. Yes, give me a level up, please. Oh, not quite. Didn't quite get a level up. Okay. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Not go through the giant orange glowy thing. Oh, damn. I was almost right there to the level up. 17, level 17 there. We did 1.2 million damage, 5,436 kills, and one mini boss. And I think we got the main boss down at least to 3/4 health. I don't know if we got much less than that. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is cool. I like this. There's been a lot of these, as I said when I started here. There's been a lot of these hybrid Vampire Survivors slash some other genre kind of coming together, and Deep Rock Galactic, I think is a really good example of that, where they did the Deep Rock Galactic um, Survivors thing. I think that's actually the name of it. I think TerraTech here is also a really good example of it too. So yeah, this is cool stuff. This is cool stuff. I think this is rather well done. So that's my look at TerraTech Legion. It is by Payload Studios and published by Mythright, who are the developer and publisher of TerraTech, which is what it's based on. And it's a demo available during the Steam Next Fest this week for free. You can go download and take a look at it yourself. It is coming soon, though. I don't know. There was no date for any early access or anything like that. So, cool. That's where we're at with that. All right. Let's grab another game here off the pile. See what we got going on. So what do I want to do next? That is the real question here. Because we got a lot of demos. I could, you know what? I've played a little bit of Undermine too. I could do that because I know what's coming up. Or actually, you know what? Let's do the Kaizen A Factory Story. This is by by Zachtronics, I believe. So it's that kind of puzzle game. Oh, it's not actually by Zachtronics. It's by Coincidence and Astrological. I think one of the developers was from the Zachtronics stuff here. I don't know. Do I want to do this right now? You know what? Maybe I'll wait on that. Let's wait on that, and let's pick a. What else? What's the next thing I want to do? We got a bunch of shooters that I'm not sure about, but I mean, this is the time to be sure. We've got Eric's Home, Stolen Dream, which I think is a stealth game. So we got that. I don't know. What's coming off of the other one? Middle Eden. I mean, we got a lot of first-person shooters here. So we also have this, which is a helicopter one. What do I want to do? I'm debating here. There's also a bunch of Souls-likes. I think this is a Souls-like. No, this is just an action RPG. Alpha test. Yeah, you know what? Let's. Oh, this is. Oh, this is Nexon, and it's not a multiplayer. It's not listed as a multiplayer. I thought that was all Nexon did anymore. Well, I wonder if this is going to be like a mobile nonsense thing. It's mixed already with a 1878. Interesting. Well, you know what? Let's play it and see what's going on here. might be a shorter. It might be a shorter one. Let's do. See what we got here. So we've got Nexon. What is the actual thing supposed to come out? It just says to be announced. Okay. Okay. And so that's Vindictus, Defying Fate. I guess we'll find out what this is all about. Let me update the thing here. Oh, there was something called Vindictus beforehand, which has 107,000 followers and 1 viewer right now. So, all right, I am not familiar with this. Franchise. So, I guess we'll find out here what's going on. All right, just update those real quick. And cool. Cool. All right. Keep the cursor on the screen and let's go take a look at this. See what we get. See what we got here. Hopefully it starts up. One thing I am noticing, and this is one of the reasons why I'm switching over to Linux, I think my CPU is starting to really, I think it's starting to go, because every game on Windows has this, like, it takes like a minute to kind of start regardless of the game. And over on Linux, like I saw this particularly with Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening takes like a good like 90 seconds or something before it even pops up on the screen on my PC. And on Linux it pops up like right away. So I have a feeling the CPU is finally at its wit's end here. All right, hold your ears. This might be loud. This is obviously the first time I've launched it, so we'll see what's going on. If it decides to launch at some point. Any day now. Any day now. Yeah, I should have probably at least launched these once so that they compile their shaders, because I just realized that's going to be a thing here, but we'll see. Uh-oh. Are we at a weird resolution? Okay. We're okay. Oh, Jesus. Terms of service. Yeah, like anybody ever reads any of that stuff. Alright, settings. Gameplay. Actually, you know what? Let's do sound first. And get this down a little bit. I need to come down a little bit more. All right, that might be good. One of these days, I think all the game devs need to come together and standardize their volumes so that like 50% means the same thing everywhere. Like standardize the decibels that come out of it. 50% always means this, 100% is always this. Because every single game, it's like, do I put it at 50%? Do I put it at 30%? Do I put it at 80%? Do I leave it at 100%? Because it's it's just, you can't, I feel like I can't win ever. Targeting mode, lock target, rotate camera, camera speed. We'll turn the vibration off because I'm not using a controller. I have a feeling it'll just try to use it anyway. I don't want it vibrating over there. Full screen, VSync on, DLSS quality. Do I want quality? I guess we'll go with quality. Mouse and keyboard, WASD, shift to sprint, alt to walk, F to jump. Guard is Q. Combat. Let's do let's put guard. Why won't you let me select other mouse buttons? There it is. That's weird. Okay, it wasn't actually selected for some reason. Guard and jump will make space. Oh, I guess they made basic attack. Oh, no, because I had assigned it to something else. That's why. And then dodge will be this one. Yeah, put those on the mouse. All right. Save changes. Okay. All right. Let's get our sea legs here. All right. So this is Vindictus, Defying Fate. It is by Nexon, and it is a alpha test demo right now out on Steam during the Steam Next Fest that is going on this week. So you can take a look at it for yourself, and it was listed as just coming soon on their main page. So it bills itself as an action RPG, and it's Nexon. And I do see under the settings menu an account menu, which makes sense to me because Nexon's usually like, multiplayer mobile stuff. But it didn't mention that it was multiplayer or anything. So I don't know what I'm getting into. Other than I'm preparing myself for the jank that is generally Nexon. So let's see what happens. Let's start the game. Oh, here we go. Choose player name. All right. And the mouse is gigantic for some reason. So I'm getting that feeling like it's going to be like a mobile UI or something. Now, apparently there is so this is Vindictus Defying Fate. Apparently there is a game called Vindictus, which I have never played. So I don't know if that's related. I don't know if this is part of a series. No idea. I mean, how many people could be naming their games Vindictus, I guess, but you know, who knows? So we'll see what's going on here. So Lan has twin swords, dual-wielding swordsman of effortless prowess. Fiona, long sword. Okay, she's sword and board. Okay. Delia is a bastard sword. She's also, is one of her boobs droopier than the other? I'm having trouble telling here. It's definitely got some interesting armor. And then we got Karak, who wields a massive pillar, and he calls it a battle pillar. I mean, sure, I guess. Although, I mean, I could do it for laughs. I could do the battle pillar for laughs. I get the feeling though that this guy's going to be slow as balls, and I'm not sure that I want to be slow as balls. Also, Lan, there's a picture of here, so it looks like that's a dude. It looks like it's two dudes and two chicks. But the helmet doesn't match with the thing here, so I have no idea. You know what? Let's just do sword and board. Because I'm getting a feeling like you're twin swords, so I'm getting the feeling that these two are like fast attack and the other two are like a slower, more methodical attack, and we all know that I'm terrible with slow, methodical attacks, so we'll go with this. Of course, for all I know, it could be turn-based, so who the hell knows at this point. I mean, it's an action RPG. I would think it's not turn-based, but... okay. Head towards the sparkly light. Ah. We're bringing color back into the world. Press sprint while moving to move faster. Okay. I would hope that that's what sprint does. Thank you for letting me know what sprint does, game. I was always wondering about that. Ooh, we're getting some screen tear there. Not the lightning wolves. Basic attack. Lock target. Okay. Leaving feather. There's your blow. Heavy sweep. Dodge. Resting Talon. Guard. Nice. Oh, there we go. You have to be locked on to do it. Game will begin with your current character. Sure. So it's one of those combo games. So as we all know, the way I do combo games is I do exactly one combo, and that's all I ever do. Because I can't be bothered to remember them. Oh, and now we could do the physique. Tiny? No. Let's get your height up there. Let's get you all the way up to 100. There, sure. Give you a little bit of muscle. Skin tone, I guess, is fine. Outfit preview. Yeah, whatever. Advanced. Calf thickness. Waist size. Chest size. I mean, we have to see how big they get. Yeah, I mean, they're reasonable, even at the biggest. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That was actually chest size. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Torpedoes. Torpedoes away. Of course. Of course. Let's make them a little bit more reasonable, huh? Let's make them match her actual body type a little bit. Here I go trying to make realistic realistic boobs in a game like this. Even in my fantasies, the ladies are realistic. What can I say? What can I say? I have a terrible fantasy life. Difficulty normal or easy? Reduce combat difficulty best suited for players looking for story-oriented. Multiplayer combat will be carried out at normal difficulty. I guess we'll do normal. I'm tempted to do easy just to see what's going on with the game, but we'll see. The opening prologue is not included in this alpha version. Following the prologue's events, the player arrives at the village of Colin with the Colhin? An unfortunate name. With the goal of joining the Calbram mercenaries. The game story picks up at this point. I feel like somebody like me has come up with the names here because they're terrible names. Let's just take two words and just slam them together and it'll be fine. Examine. Spotless sheets provide a glimpse into the innkeeper's dedication to care and diligence. A hearty breakfast. Beside it, you find a handwritten note. Hope this morning finds you well. If you'd like to take a look around, Colin, I'll be waiting for you downstairs. You know, it's funny to me that they named it Colhen, but honestly, there's no way I can pronounce that without saying colon. So I guess we're just going to call it Colin. Also, good googly moogly at the freaking... Oh my god, you want motion sickness. Here's motion sickness, the game right here. Alright, we're going to have to tone it down a bit, I think. Where's the Um, combat difficulty, no graphics, quality preset. VSync is on too. Upscaling. Let's do performance. And I can't turn off the motion blur because that's would make everything look so much better if I could turn it off. Good God, it's terrible. I'll try not to move the camera too quickly here. Try to move it in like small increments so we don't all want to puke.
Oh, you're awake. Thank you so much for yesterday. How did you sleep? Are you feeling all right? That's wonderful. It's a nice day out, if you want to look around the village. I wouldn't be here safe and sound if it weren't for you. Thank you once again.
Ask about yesterday's events.
Is there something on your mind?
What were you doing there?
I was looking for something. A keepsake that belongs to me and my friends. Something from when we were little. No one else would ever go there. I didn't think I'd be running into gnolls. Oh, that's right. Do you remember Marek from yesterday? You should go look for him at the mercenaries' headquarters. He's the vice captain of the Calbram mercenaries. I'd like to show you the way myself, but I'm supposed to keep to the inn for the time being. It's still unclear whether the gnolls were coming after us oracles. They want me to stay safe. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. If you need a place to stay, please come back anytime.
Ernmus? You're the reason why Eve is safe. I can't thank you enough. If you ever find yourself in need of anything while you're in Colon, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'll help you any way I can. I may even give you a cleanse. Okay. So, sure. Why does this... I'm getting... For better or worse, I'm getting like Black Desert vibes here. Should first head to the Okay. Okay, fine. You can only do this one thing. We told you to go take a look at the village, but really we wanted you to just go do this one thing and only this one thing. Angry voices can be heard coming from inside.
Hold up. You thinking of going in? And what business do you have with the Calbram mercenaries? Membership. Hang on a minute. Aren't you that mercenary from the bell tower yesterday?
The bell tower?
Yeah, you know, the one who saved our oracle.
Okay, yeah, that's me.
Oh, so you're the one everyone's been talking about.
Well, I won't stop you if you're planning on going in. But it might be hard to get anything done right now.
Something the matter?
Yeah, Marek and the Knight Delegate are going at it again.
Don't know why, but things are getting especially heated today. The Knights won't be so forgiving if this keeps up.
Is it really that bad?
Well, Marek and the Oracle are childhood friends, right? It's no surprise he's so bent out of shape, given the circumstances.
Yeah, I hear you. Refusing us aid at a time like this?
Ah, forget it. Let's just keep our noses clean and wait for the captain.
There's no stopping that. Can't say I envy Chiara right now.
Anyway, that's what's going on inside. Think long and hard before you step through those doors.
I would like to, but the game is insisting I must go. Alright.
The Foamers were practically at our gates. What do you mean you can't send us reinforcements? I've told you time and time again. We cannot defend this position with a force this small. What's your excuse this time? Not enough supplies? Again? You knights are nothing but a royal embarrassment.
Watch your words, Vice Captain. I will not take kindly to further transgressions.
This is how it is with you every time. We mercenaries are part of the Order too. We put our lives on the line to serve the kingdom, same as you!
Then fall in line and do as you're told. You'll do well to remember who you take orders from, mercenary.
Dame Gwyn! You Royal Knights haven't changed one bit. You expect us to lay down our lives on a whim, but you won't spare us a second thought in return.
Sorry, this isn't exactly the best time.
You never fail to let us down.
Come with me.
Do you have any idea what this village has been through because of that?
Any more of this.
Okay. Oh. I thought they were going to take me back outside again, but they were like, nope.
You're the new recruit, right? The one that the captain told us about the other day.
That's right.
Sorry about the mess. This isn't how I hoped to be greeting yesterday's hero. But please do excuse us. The Knolls showing up so close by is kind of a big deal. So Marek does have a point, but having a fight with the Knight Delegate is bound to have consequences.
Knight Delegate?
Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. The lady on the other side was Dame Gwyn, our Knight Delegate. She's like our supervisor from the Royal Knights, but we're not exactly on the friendliest of terms. I'm sure Dame Gwyn has her reasons, but is this really the right time to be hung up on protocol? You came
That's
here
right.
to apply for membership, right?
Or, I'm sorry, that's right.
Sorry, but we're in a bit of a spot right now. I don't think we can sort you out before the captain gets back. He's out on patrol. He went out himself, seeing how afraid the villagers are. If it's all right with you, could I ask you to go find him and let him know what's going on? I don't think I can leave Marek alone right now, with the way things are. Thank you. He shouldn't be far. He probably went to the inn first to check in on the Oracle. You should start there. Anything you want to ask before you go? If you do, ask away. I bet you've got a lot of questions, since you're new here. My name? Look at me. I haven't even introduced myself. The name's Kiara. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Well then, see you around, newbie.
Not sure what the point is of having dialogue options when there's only one option. And turning auto on just picks that option, so like... Okay. I mean, if... I'm the player, I guess if you need me, I'll just be over here. We got a doggo here. You can't pet the doggo. Uh-oh. Game's bad. Pack it up.
You did what? Are you mad? I was just... Oh, you're back. Welcome.
You're back? Do you know this person?
Yes, she's the one who came to the bell tower the other day.
Oh, so you're the one who saved Tiv. Well, you do look very reliable.
Yes, you like my assets too, huh?
This is Cloda. She's an old friend of mine.
Honestly, though, Did you really have to go out there just for some toy sword?
I'm sorry. I really am.
You could do with a little more sorry, if you ask me.
Okay already. But I just had a really bad feeling. It felt like we'd all forget about each other if we went on like this. That's why I wanted to bring it back.
Oh, that's just nonsense. The four of us have been together this whole time. We're practically family. Marek and I wouldn't forget, and neither would our friend far away. Not even the goddess herself could make us forget.
Clodagh, how can you say that in front of an oracle?
Because you're still Teve to me, oracle or not. Anyway, I'll be heading back now. I'm behind on my orders. As for that proof of friendship, just give it to Marek. Or ship it off to Rochester or something. Oh, and as for you, Madam Mercenary, please come find me when you have the time. I'll be at my boutique right across the street. Don't forget to drop by.
Okay, why? So we're what? 10 minutes in, and I still don't know what the point is. Like, there's a lot of dialogue that's happened, but no actual world building. It's just random people talking about random stuff that we're supposed to know about? Question mark?
That's Clodagh for you. She leaves quite the first impression, doesn't she? So, how are things at the headquarters? Oh, so that's what happened. If it's Captain Aeon you're looking for, he dropped by just now and left for the magic laboratory. I'll come with you. It's about time I stopped by the temple too.
Teve, you know you're supposed to stay at the inn.
I know, Uncle. I know why you're worried, but I'm supposed to be an Oracle of Morrigan. I can't stay holed up at home while everyone's out there protecting me. It's my duty to look after people, even if it means walking out into danger. The goddess promised us a paradise free of pain, sadness, and hate. We won't get there if we don't look after each other.
Teve.
I'll be all right. I'm only doing what I must as the oracle of this village.
Yes, I'm feeling like this maybe is part of a series of games, and I am just completely lost. Like, anybody else who's probably played the series probably understands what's going on at this point.
Oh, goodness me. Maybe I do. Call me a stubborn old fool if you'd like, but Colin is a land of many painful memories. It's this war against the Fomors. This village suffered too many tragedies, being on its front lines. Thanks to the war, our children here are all too accustomed to loss. I never had the chance to make things right for them. Do what she must as the oracle of this village. Today, more than ever, I feel my age catching up to me.
I mean, given that the name of the town is Colin, shouldn't we be at the back of the line? Just saying. Just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. Clouda. Oh, phew. How... Oh, Jesus. Stop. It's auto going through this even when there's no dialogue or no... Yeah. See, I've just been dying to tell you all about my service, the fitting room. Fitting room? That's right. I knew you'd be interested. From the fitting room, you can put on anything you purchase here at my boutique. For now, I can help you with outfits and styling. Cosmetics? Exactly. I can give you a total makeover from head to toe. Your clothes, hair, makeup, and everything else in between. I can change it all for you from the fitting room. Oh, let me guess. We'll get you anything you want if you pay us money. Oh, it's no big deal, really. Especially when compared to you, Madam Mercenary. You say my friend to you from Danger, after all. It's not just that. When I look at you, I get all sorts of ideas. Okay. I think you've got what it takes to be a very special source of inspiration, just like Teve. So I hereby dub thee Meta Mercenary, my own personal muse. Muse? That's right, muse. Usually I try to design my clothes with everyone in mind. Sometimes, though, I like to come up with special designs tailored specifically for my muse. So how about it? I mean, you're going to give me like a leather catsuit or something? It sounds like you're going down that path. I think you'd be up for it. And now that you're my muse, we can drop it with the formalities. It just wasn't made for all this fuzzing about, you know? I've got a million ideas for you swirling around my head already. It's going to take a while to turn those into anything real. But I can recommend you a perfect fit for what I already have, so don't be a stranger, alright? You can access the fitting room by interacting with Clouda in front of her store. Okay. I ask why. Let me see something here. Gestures photo mode. Calvin supplies. Fitting room. Okay. I mean, I guess dress up is part of it. I don't know. I've never been one to be like, oh, look at all these styles I can wear. But, you know, to each their own.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you. The name's Aeon. I'm the captain of the Calbrim mercenaries. You're the one who saved Teve, our oracle, the other day. Truly, you have my thanks. Had it not been for you, a great sadness would have befallen Colin, and this village would be left without its greatest source of solace. As quaint and charming as it is, Colin still lies on the front lines of this war. It's a frontier land, one that shares its borders with Fomors. We Calbrim mercenaries are stationed here as a regular detachment of the Order of Royal Knights. And it is our duty to defend Colin and its nearby settlements. This village bears enough scars as it is. We must do everything in our power to prevent another incident like yesterday.
Damn it! Every last one of you Royal Knights can go
That is enough, Vice Captain.
Captain, you...
Captain Aeon, you made it. I want you to make something very clear to your Vice Captain. He answers to you. And you, Captain, answer to me.
You have my sincerest apologies. The blame for my men's actions lies solely upon me. I will see to it that this does not happen again.
Captain, you... Damn it. I apologize.
So, the game doesn't have, in the options menu, it didn't have anything to limit the FPS, and that loud noise you might have heard was the alarm on my computer saying that the GPU is getting murdered right now. So that's a thing.
I'll be sure to have a word with the Vice Captain.
Let us hope this is the last of these incidents. And now that you're here, Captain, we can finally get to the matter at hand. But I must ask, who is this person?
She's the one who helped us fight against the Gnolls yesterday. She'll soon be joining us as a member.
I see.
There has been a clear shift in the Gnolls' recent activities. Yesterday is but one example. They made it as far as Colin's outskirts, and came within mere inches of harming our Oracle. We don't know what they're after. For all we know, Oracles everywhere could be in danger. We need the Crown to come to our aid.
The Crown will give aid if it deems it necessary. The situation is already under review. Or is it your intention to take issue with the workings of the Order?
No, ma'am. I was only hoping to discuss with you how best to respond to the Gnoll's hostilities.
First response against Fomor hostilities. Isn't that the job of you mercenaries? Knights Delegate command operations in the war against Fomors from their stations. Mercenaries, under contract, follow orders to keep the peace within their regions. I doubt this is news to you.
Then we shall take action in line with our duties as peacekeepers.
I do advise you don't act too rashly, Captain. Whether to escalate this war is not for you to decide. Though if you were to come across clear proof of their activities, things could be different.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. We mercenaries will see to this task.
I'll be counting on your wise leadership, Captain.
Okay. Now what?
Looks like we've sorted things out, finally.
I'm sorry. I should have done more to talk him down.
No, it's all right. We needed this, in a way. Us and Marek both. It's better to vent your frustrations sometimes than to bottle it up inside. Though our vice captain ought to learn some moderation.
Does this mean the Royal Knights won't be helping us?
It appears they lack a good enough reason to. A single attack on a Borderlands village isn't reason enough to rally the troops. Incidents like these are all too common in these lands. And that said, however, the Gnoll's activities are undoubtedly suspicious. Gwyn knows this, and she's essentially tasked us with an investigation.
As part of peacekeeping, you mean?
That's right. Our priority now is to get eyes on what the Gnolls are really up to. We need to gather clear evidence to mobilize the Royal Knights without provoking further conflict.
That sounds like a job for a smaller team.
Indeed. Let's start somewhere close by, since they made it to that old bell tower. The northern ruins. We should find what we're looking for there.
Yes, sir. I'll assemble a team straight away.
Hold on a moment. Why don't we... You there. I hear you're looking to join our corps. After what you showed us yesterday, we'd be happy to have you. But membership does have its prerequisites.
Before you can join us, you'll first have to complete a mission as a senior member's follower. Followers come with us sometimes to help us on our missions. The senior member will mark them on their performance.
I doubt you'll need any such evaluation, but the rules are what they are. And besides, the extra effort will raise your esteem in the eyes of other members. How about it? Will you take on this mission as a follower?
All right. Newbie will be our follower heading out to the ruins. And going with her will be me. I think Marek needs more time to himself. And I owe our newbie a favor anyway.
Okay then. Kiara, recruit. Head to the northern ruins. Investigate the Gnolls and look for evidence to help mobilize the Royal Knights. I'll send you further details through Kiara. We're sending you out on short notice, so make sure you're prepared before heading out.
I'll go get things ready for our mission. But first, take this. It's the mark of the Calbrim mercenaries. I'll meet you out in front of the headquarters. See you in a bit.
Okay. Again, I'll say, not to beat a dead horse, but we're now like 20 minutes in, and never has so much, yet so little, been actually said. You know what I mean? Like, we could have been out there at this point already fighting and getting into the thick of things, but they're just rambling now, and they're forcing me to talk to people that I don't give a frick about because they're just going to ramble more.
Aren't you the one from yesterday? That's the mark of the Calbrim mercenaries. So, what brings you here? Ah, I see. You're going to the ruins then, for your first mission. It's good that you're going with Kiara. She's one of the most experienced members we have. Was it that obvious? I made a fool of myself, didn't I? Getting all worked up. I wish you hadn't seen that. Yeah, I know. The captain made the right call. And I know that night has problems of her own. But still, I just can't get past it. What more evidence could she possibly need? And while she's sitting there waiting, what about the village? It's been 10 years now. Not a single night came for us then. It's as if people's lives in some backwater village don't even mean anything to them. Yeah, that's what we mercenaries are here for. Best do what we can. And now we've even got you helping us out. I'm sure we'll make it through. Take care on your mission, you hear? We'll keep the village safe while you're gone.
See, there are better ways to convey that information and also be concise about it. And I think that's the real problem right now, is that they're just... Someone's really proud of what they wrote, and they're just rambling and rambling and rambling. And it's like, that's... You gotta be more concise in a video game. Like, you just have to. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I should have, like I said, I should have been already out there just fighting at this point.
Sorry to make you wait. What were you up to? Yeah, I thought I saw him standing there. Good to see he's doing all right, though. We're all set to head out. Let's just go over things one last time.
Oh, let's not.
Our
Let's just
mission
head
is
out.
to head to the northern ruins to gather intelligence on the gnolls. It might not be so obvious at first what made the gnolls come down south, but we do need to look into what they're up to. Oh, and Captain Aeon got us something from the magic laboratory. We should take a look once we get there. Also, here, take these. Here's your backpack and your map. Calbram mercenary supplies. I brought you the best ones in stock. Okay, first things first, let's get our bearings before we head out. Everything should be marked out on your map for you. Remember, for every mission, your map will tell you where you need to go. There's a map on the table inside the headquarters too, if you ever need it. All right then, let's get going. Lead the way, newbie.
Open your map or the table inside mercenary headquarters. Okay. Northern ruins discovered. Traveled. Investigate the northern ruins. I have VSync on and we're still getting screen tearing.
This is the northern ruins. It's a beautiful place. But don't let that fool you. Are the gnolls really looking for war? They call a truce, but then attack us without warning. There has to be more to this. Let's investigate.
Okay.
Hold on. Is that? I think this is what our mage told us about in his notes. Oh, look. He gave us some instructions too. Step 1. Locate a source of swirling blue lights. This has to be it. right? Step 2. Trigger a reaction with the Brig catalyst. Trigger a reaction? Is he telling us to hold this stone up against the lights? There's a mountain of notes below. Let's see. Footnote. Flovian, hereby named, is a spirit identified through a special reaction of spirit stones. Controlling for several variables while under high concentrations of mana. Patterns of behavior that resemble those of a typical high-order spirit. Whether it is of a species heretofore undiscovered still remains to be... You know what? Let's just hold the stone up against the lights. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Use campsites to rest and regroup. When you fall in battle, you'll start over from a campsite. Okay.
Oh, good. We're all in one piece. It did say it should work like a makeshift campsite. It saves us the trouble of having to collect firewood. It's quite nice, actually. You're familiar with campsites, right? They're places where you can rest and prepare for the mission ahead. Now you should be able to make camp wherever these blue lights appear. No preparation required. There's also this other thing he gave us.
Oh,
Let's
for
see.
Christ's sake.
Flovian Flask. Flovian Flask User Manual. For times when you are less than healthy. Would you look at that? Another endless set of footnotes. Judging by the looks of it, I'd say it's some type of potion. Says here there's one for each of us, so here. This one's for you. That should take care of the mage's request. Shall we head deeper inside?
Yes, please. For Christ's sake, shut the hell up. And then it just pops up more. I mean, good God. Just, like, I can read. I don't need to hear the long explanation of things. Just pop up a damn pop-up and shove off.
The place where we're headed to is the Northern Ruins Watchpost. It's been left abandoned ever since the Gnolls declared a truce. But if they're preparing for war, there's a good chance we'll find something there.
It's the jump button to overcome obstacles. Okay. Yes. It's totally never happened in a game before that you'd have to press jump to overcome an obstacle. It's amazing. Die ampule and money. Yeah.
Are those pagans? I doubt they'll give you much trouble, but be careful. Lying when they said you were good. That was a clean fight.
All right. So the combat is actually not bad. It does seem like you really do need to use the lock on though. Otherwise, it gets really not floaty, but the motion blur in the game is absolutely horrendous, and it's just making it hard to just see what you're doing. So locking on actually makes it so that it's a little bit the camera's a little bit smoother, and the screen tearing is also pretty atrocious. I mean, it's an alpha test, and you know, it is what it is. But you know, it's I gotta call it the way I see it. Active skill. All characters have a set of active skills that can be used in combat, try out new active skills, blah blah blah. Don't care. Active skill. Missed. One ability points and iron ore. You can unlock skills and abilities with ability points. Access the abilities menu from a campsite. Okay.
We should be getting close now. Hope there won't be any surprises.
Okay. Abilities. Bird of Prey. What is that? Deal damage and knock down eligible targets. Focal point. Shield charge. Counterattack. Damage increased by 5%. Deflect enemy attacks with your shield. Sure. Interestingly enough, I'm also getting kind of a Neverwinter Nights Online vibe a little bit. Just in the way, like, certain things are working here.
No. Looks like we have to fight.
Alright, level 2, we get automatic ability ups. Okay. Charcoal. Kicked off of there.
So many of them. This can't be right. Did they bring their whole army here? There's a big wall deeper inside. We should take a look.
Alright, the combat's not actually bad. It's pilot gear has long been abandoned, but they're undoubted. Oh right, I forgot the automatic thing is on. Mark in the shape of a sword encircled by a gust of air. Okay. Judging by the size of things, the equipment here doesn't seem to have been made by gnolls. This watch post must have belonged to humans. Okay. But didn't I see something over here? Aha. Thought I caught a glimpse of something. Ability points and iron ore. Do I have any? I have one ability point. So I'll take that. I don't know what it is. They don't have any descriptions yet. You know what? I should probably... My health is not great. I should probably... rest. Let me guess. Does that respawn enemies when you rest? No. Nope, doesn't. Okay. No, boss battle, definitely. Boss arena.
What's that?
He's kind of angry.
The wall! He's not like the others. Be careful!
Oh, damn it. I was hitting the wrong key. I thought it said R, not E. I was doing really good there, too. Yeah, I thought it said R, not E. Skip.
What?
Skip.
The wall! Not like the others! Be careful!
Oh, it is R. Why didn't that work before? Ow. Boy, it takes a while for that to actually take effect, doesn't it? Okay. I don't know why there's so much of a freaking delay on the health, but that's kind of BS.
The wall! He's not like the others! Be careful!
There is a bit of a, like, delay when you're doing things here. Like, even with the combat. Like, the basic moves don't have a delay, but, like, the dodge has a delay, which is really weird. What's happening, I think, is they're actually queuing up commands, like your combat commands. And so it's like, if you double click, it's going to do 2 combat commands, and then if you double click and then dodge, it will do the two combat slashes and then dodge. So it's kind of like, it's not like you can't stop an animation that's already started kind of thing. It's like it's queuing them up for the next thing, which is a little bit weird. It's not necessarily bad. It's just a little bit, it feels a little laggy, kind of, almost.
The Knolls did this. But why? They've left us alone so far. Why the sudden change of heart? What's bringing them into human lands? And through this path, too, of all places. Have you heard the story before? About the Fomor attack on Colin? This is the path they used to attack 10 years ago. They built this watchpost here after Colin burned down. And the surrounding land became a battleground between us and the Fomors. The lines got pushed back and forth for a few years after that. And eventually, the watchpost turned into a no man's land. I wasn't here for it myself, of course. But when you live in Colin, it's a tale you get to hear pretty often. It was an unspoken symbol of peace between us for a little while. But now that it's been destroyed... We have to go back and alert the others. If anyone ends up spilling blood over this, it has to be us.
Calbrim supply level. Supply mission complete. What is this over here? There's an impassable barrier right now. Okay, Outlaw. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Hope you feel better, as always. I guess we have to use this to go back. Or maybe not. Or I guess we use the map, huh? There you go. Okay.
Miss Kiara, you're back.
Ali, what you doing out here?
I was just waiting for you, and Madam Mercenary.
For us? Did something happen again?
Not really. It's just... I heard the two of you went out to the northern ruins by yourself. You're both skilled mercenaries, so it's not really my place to say this, but...
Oh, Ali, you were worried about us.
I should have done more to help. I should have been there to lend you my strength. I'm sorry. Dame Gwen isn't wrong. It is the Royal Knight's duty to protect the kingdom as a whole. But I doubt that means we're free to forsake a few lives out on the frontier.
Oh, it's fine. It's not even your fault. Don't worry about it.
Miss Kiara.
Thanks for looking out for us.
Don't mention it, ma'am. I've stolen too much of your time. Captain Aeon's waiting for you inside. Please, head on in.
Therefore, we believe that the Gnolls are showing unmistakable signs of hostility.
The Gnolls breached the wall and were attempting to set up camp.
Will this be enough to convince the Royal Knights?
Who knows? The war on the main front only grows fiercer by the day. The answer is most likely no. Even if we do send word, the Order will only ask for more information. They'll want irrefutable evidence that the Gnolls seek to escalate the war.
But that means we need to go out beyond the watchpost, out into Gnoll territory. Even if we do manage to sneak in, we'll need time to get the lay of the land.
No, actually, we might not. We used to get a visitor out here who would make regular trips beyond the watchpost. A hunter by the name of Hackham.
Hackham? Didn't he pass away a long time ago?
He did, but he had an apprentice, the owner of Colin's Traveller Shop.
You mean Kirsty?
She'd be more than willing to help us.
She didn't seem overly thrilled about her lockdown. Are you sure?
I'm sure she'll come around. Colin is her home too, after all.
Colin may be her home, but she is still a civilian. But things being the way they are... Let's ask her how she feels. If she refuses, we'll find another way.
Yes, sir.
And you, recruit, you should go with Marek. Gather reports, you've completed your mission with flying colors. Now, as an official member, I'd like you to assist Marek in bringing Kirsty around.
You made it, newbie. Not that there was any chance you'd fail.
We'll be on our way to Kirsty's then. Let's go. We'll find Kirsty at the Traveler's shop.
Okay. I think I'm going to stop here. So here's the thing. I like the combat so far in the game. The gameplay itself is actually okay so far. Whether or not there's any variety or anything else, we'll see. But you know, the gameplay is okay. The game is too concerned with its own storytelling. Basically, the game has its own head up its ass. Or has its head up its own ass. And it's just like, look at all this, you know, let's have all this dialogue and all this. And it's just, you could literally cut the dialogue in a third and convey the same amount of information and get the players out into the world faster and actually doing stuff. Now, obviously, they've skipped this prologue thing, which sounds like just an extended tutorial, which, I mean, I don't know that you need a tutorial for a game like this, but sure. I mean, they could just pop up the messages like they've been doing and call it a day. There's not really a whole lot that I would think to tutorialize. There's not a whole lot of mechanics here that aren't familiar to someone who's already played an RPG at some point in their lives. So there's that. Obviously, all the upgrades and stuff need some actual text and actual information on what they do, the skills and whatnot, because to me, there was nothing, you know, I have two skills, the number 1 skill, the number 2 skill, and there was little to no difference between the two as far as that battle went. So that's a thing. I'm not sure that I like the queuing up of combat commands. You could certainly get used to it, but in an action RPG, you kind of want it to be, you know, action. And part of that is being able to interrupt whatever you're currently doing and immediately do something else. Particularly when it comes to dodge. Like dodge should be, or even like dodge or block should be like the highest priority. So that if you're doing anything else and you hit the dodge button or you hit the block button, it should automatically interrupt anything you're doing, no matter where you're at and what you're doing. So it doesn't seem like it does that here. It seems like they're just kind of queued up. And you're kind of committed to a combo whether you want to be or not, sort of a thing. So that's not great. It's not necessarily a deal breaker, but I can see it leading to a lot of frustration. I do like that there's an easy mode. However, as I've said already, the story is boring as hell right now. Right? Like there is, you know, the easy mode they say is there so if you just want to hear the story, which is great, but the story is not great. It sounds like there's some interesting stuff that might be happening, but it's taking forever to get any kind of like hook, right? Like a game like this has got to hook you in the first 30 minutes or else it's just never going to succeed. And I think the biggest hook this game has going for it is the combat, and they really need to get you, all these NPCs need to shut the hell up and let you get to the combat as fast as possible to get that hook in. And then when the NPCs do talk, they need to like be concise, right? This meandering of like NPCs talking to one another and talking. I mean, they're basically talking past you when they talk to one another, and it's just kind of you're not getting anything. It's not helping the world or the game or anything like that. You just get to the point, you know. Get to the freaking point. If your points are compelling, your story will be compelling. If your points are not compelling, then you're putting all this flowery language in there to try to spice up the points, and it doesn't work. It never works, right? You have to have, if your world is boring, talking more about your world is not going to make it less boring. If you can cut out the boring parts and get to the chase, cut to the chase and talk about things that, you know, like just, you know, do what you got to do to move it along and get to the interesting stuff. Far better idea to do that than what they're doing here. It's just kind of rambly. Again, it may be that this is part of a larger series, and that is like there's information there that they're expecting people to have coming in. I don't have any of that information, so none of this is really interesting me in any way. Like, oh, we're in a border town, there's some kind of war going on, and there's some gnolls trying to set up a camp, and that's it, right? Like, this is literally the go kill 5 rats in my basement NPC side quest, right? It's not interesting, you know. It's not interesting to do. In and of itself, it's not interesting. Now, the war that's going on, all that stuff, that's interesting, and the idea behind what's happening might be interesting, but no one's talking about, like, they're not even offering any nuggets of wisdom, right? Like, these guys are totally clueless as to why these gnolls are doing what they're doing, which would make sense given how isolated they are from the larger war. But from a narrative perspective, you need a hook, and you need somebody here, like front loaded. Now, it sounds like we're getting to somebody who might know something, but honestly, they need to be front loaded, right? You need to pull them up to the front and be like, hey, I have an inkling of what might be going on. I have a theory about what's going on, and make that theory compelling. Don't make it something stupid like, you know, they're just looking for more territory or something, you know. Like, front load that. Get that person up in the beginning here, instead of having me talk to random NPCs that make no difference to anything going on, you know, telling me about their day. Get the person who knows something and put them front and center. Like, that's how you hook players. What they're doing here is just like, what you're asking players to do right now is to give an hour of their time for you to make your elevator pitch. And ain't nobody got that kind of time. There's so many games out there to play right now that unless they either like, you know, again, if this is part of a series, if they liked an earlier thing in the series, then they're already bought in, so you don't have to do much. If you want to bring newbies in like me who know nothing, asking us to spend an hour bored to tears before you finally give us a nugget of something interesting it's not going to happen, right? Again, there's thousands of games right now that I could be playing. right? Like you need to get that up in front of my eyes immediately. And some of that might be just because maybe the prologue that they've skipped has something of that. But honestly, this is your demo. This is the first look that anybody's having of the game. And if you left that out of your demo, like, what the hell are you doing? What are you thinking? Right? Like, your demo has to be the thing that drives your wish lists, and it has to be the thing that gets people to interested and excited about the game. And if you're leaving out the exciting, interesting parts, then what the frick are you doing? What are you thinking? Right? So that's kind of where I'm at right now with this. I think there's a good game here, and like I said, I like the combat and stuff. But it's taking far too long to be interesting right now. And the combat that I've engaged in, there's just not enough of it right now. Like, it takes too long to get into it, and the combat that's there, like, what did I do? I killed what 5 gnolls and 5 pigs, and then a big gnoll, and that was it. It's like, I mean, that was barely anything. And then, yeah, it's an early area, and yeah, it was enough to get me to level 2, but again, the combat's the most compelling thing right now in the game, and there's barely any of it. You know, like, anyway, this, my friends, has been Vindictus, Defying Fate. It is by Nexon, and it is currently a alpha test demo right now, on Steam and available during the Steam Next Fest for free. You can go take a look at it. And it is only listed as coming soon, so I don't know. I don't have any dates as to when we can expect anything from it. But there you have it, my friends. And unfortunately, that will do it for me for tonight. It does feel like most of these nights are going to be maybe just 2 demos a night. I would like to do 3 demos a night, but I also want to get a decent idea of what the games are, because a lot of these I'm going to probably re-record for the YouTubes, like from wherever I've left off, kind of thing. So I want to at least get a decent idea of what's going on, and whether or not I even want to bother to make a YouTube video on them. So that's kind of where we're at. So hopefully we could do maybe 3 tomorrow night, but if we end up just doing 2 per night, we end up doing 2 per night. If we end up doing only 1 on a night, then that's also a thing. I mean, that just means that was super fun and compelling, you know? So there you have it. I will also, I didn't have any chance before the stream to, like, you know, compile shaders and these things and launch them for the first time and get the settings all set up and all that stuff. But now for the next couple things, I should be able to do that, hopefully. And I'll keep looking around to see if there's more demos. I've been scrolling through as much as I can to see what I can find. And I've mentioned this before, but this Next Fest, man, like, I have been getting peppered with emails. This is highly unusual. Like, I usually get like a couple emails here and there, like, check this demo out, check that demo out, and even for the previous Next Fests, I would get a few here and there. But this one is like, I'm getting like a dozen a day. It's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming down the pike, and a lot of people have been prepped for this. And I guess also, I mean, it makes sense. It's June, you know, school year is ending for a lot of people, and you know, this is now the time where you can get the most eyeballs going on things. So there you go. That is where we're at with that, my friends. So yeah, if you happen to run across this on the YouTubes, and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can toss my way, that would be really swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
space!